Someone has decided to take it upon themselves to basically take a big dishonest shit and just leave it there for everyone to sniff. And I'm going to address this here and now. Now, initially, I wasn't going to make a video about Disposable Gorilla slash Inventor Gorilla or whatever he calls himself. But he has a tendency to kick the proverbial hornet's nest and basically turn himself into a martyr, if you will. And that's something that is really childish to me. And that is why I wanted to make this video. The first thing that I would like to talk about from your video, IG, is the fact that you mentioned that there was a lot of hypocrisy within the great debate community. Yet at the same time, I watched your video in its entirety, and you basically failed to provide any evidence in regards to showing that hypocrisy. I have never seen an atheist come up with the argument that Christianity promotes pedophilia. I have never seen an atheist make the statement that this is one of the strongest arguments against Christianity. But since we are talking about religion, there is a religion out there that does promote pedophilia, and that is Islam. For instance, their alleged prophet, if you will, is known for marrying 9-year-olds and engaging in questionable activities with them. In your video, you claim that there are atheists out there that know of this individual's actions. Well, where's the evidence for this? Where is the evidence that suggests that this is true? Because if there's no evidence at all, your accusation is not valid, and I would suggest that you abandon that particular campaign. You're right, I do make videos about these Christians who take it upon themselves to harm little children. I do this because they claim that their morality is far more superior than mine. They also claim that their path is the only right path and that no other path can be taken. They also take it upon themselves to claim that this alleged creator teaches them this superior morality and that this creator of theirs is far more superior than we are as actual human beings. Well, if this alleged creator actually existed, then certainly he would have the power to stop these individuals from committing these crimes against these little children. But these individuals continue to commit these crimes against these little children. So what does this actually say about your alleged creator? Now, you go on to make the claim that you hear nothing but crickets when it comes to one of our own, if you will. Well, could the reason be that nobody knows about it? Could the reason be that nobody knew about what he actually did to anybody? Now, there is no reason to hope that gothatfunk doesn't know, because he actually doesn't know. He has even made the statement that it's actually news to him. Now, I'm not like you, IG. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know what other people's reactions were going to be about this matter, and I am also not going to sit here and pretend to know what other people were going to say. I will, however, sit here and talk about my position and my position alone. Now, if I knew who this individual was and if I knew actually what he did, I would have definitely brought it up because I do that. I do talk about things that are harmful to me. I do talk about things that I think are harmful to society. So that whole particular statement that you made is completely incorrect. Last but not least, IG, there's going to be a couple of things that I wanted to talk about that really get under my skin as far as your position is concerned. Now, you seem to have this idea that there's this group of atheists here on YouTube that are trying to hide this individual and what he did. Now, I have a problem with that because there's no evidence to prove your position at all in any way, shape, or form. So I hope that you can understand why I cannot take your position seriously. Now, as far as atheists being a big joke on YouTube is concerned, I think that it's pretty safe to say that that is a little immature and it's going to do nothing more than cause a lot of harm. And by harm, I mean a lot of individuals are basically going to lose a lot of respect for you because of your approach to this particular situation. Now, I know that you probably don't care about this because I have observed you in past conversations with atheists, and basically you think that you're better than them. You think that you know more than them, etc., etc. And it's something that is a big problem, and it's only going to continue to cause more harm as time goes on. Now, again, as far as evidence is concerned, I think that evidence is extremely important, especially when it comes to claims that people make. So if you would be able to provide evidence for this atheist group, providing protection for this individual, please do so. Like I said, otherwise I cannot take your position seriously. I fail to see any evidence for any atheist group here on YouTube that is protecting pedophiles. I fail to see any evidence for atheist organizations out there in the real world that are smuggling pedophiles from state to state, or from country to country for that matter, to avoid prosecution. That is a big joke to me. There's no evidence for any of the claims that you're making, and I want you to understand that. Now, I know that you're probably going to have a lot of bad things to say about me, and to be honest with you, I really don't care. I found your video offensive, and it's something that I wanted to get off of my chest, and that is why I felt compelled to make this video.